Welcome to Growth Rocks Podcast, the podcast powered by Gen AI. I'm your host, Mike, and today we are diving into a topic that is absolutely shaking the foundations of the tech world. We're talking about vibe coding. It's a term that's been buzzing everywhere lately, and it comes from a brilliant piece of analysis by Theo. To help me unpack why building products just got easier, while winning the market just got a whole lot harder, I'm joined by my co-host, Sarah. Sarah, are you ready to catch the vibe?
Oh, I am definitely feeling the vibe, Mike. Thanks for having me. This topic is so fascinating because it touches on something every founder and marketer is feeling right now. We've entered this era where the distance between having an idea and having a working app is basically zero. But as Theo points out, that convenience comes with a massive catch. I'm excited to really dig into what this means for the future of growth.
Exactly, and let's start right there with the definition. For those who haven't heard the term yet, vibe coding isn't about sitting in a dark room typing out thousands of lines of C++ or Python. It's about using Gen AI tools, think Cursor, Replit Agent, or Windsurf, to describe the vibe of what you want. You're essentially talking to the machine in natural language, and it handles the heavy lifting of the syntax. It's a total shift from, how do I code this, to, what do I want to create?
That's the thing. It's moving from being a writer of code to being a curator of intent. I love how Theo describes this because it highlights that the technical barrier to entry has been demolished. You don't need a computer science degree to build a functional SaaS product anymore. You just need a clear vision and the ability to iterate with an AI agent. But Mike, if everyone can do that, doesn't the market just get crowded?
Absolutely, and that is the winning just got harder part of the equation. Theo makes a brilliant point that we are entering a period of hyper-commoditization. When the cost of production drops to near zero, the volume of products explodes. We're seeing a literal flood of apps and tools hitting the market every single day. So, while you can build a winning product in a weekend, so can 10,000 other people.
Exactly. And building on that, it reminds me of the early days of the App Store, but on steroids. Back then, just having an app was a competitive advantage. Now, having an app is just the baseline. It's like showing up to a race. Everyone has a fast car now because the AI gave them one. So here's the question. If the code itself is no longer the moat or the secret sauce, what is?
That is the million-dollar question. According to Theo, the moat has shifted entirely away from the building phase and toward the distribution and brand phases. In a world of infinite software, attention is the only finite resource left. You can have the most elegant AI-generated code in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, or if you don't have a unique angle, you're just noise in the system.
No doubt about it. It's like we've moved from the era of the developer to the era of the distribution specialist. I was thinking about this earlier. If I can vibe code a project management tool in 2 hours, I haven't actually created value yet. I've only created a commodity. The real value comes from how I position it, who I target, and how I build a community around it. It's a return to the fundamentals of marketing, right?
Totally. Theo emphasizes that the what and the why are now infinitely more important than the how. We used to spend 80% of our time figuring out how to make the software work. Now, we spend 5% of our time on that and 95% of our time figuring out why anyone should care. It's a massive psychological shift for founders who used to hide behind their code. Now you have to be out there talking to users and building a brand from day one.
Brilliant point. And let's unpack the vibe coding workflow for a second. It's very iterative. You tell the AI, make it look like Stripe, but for pet grooming, and it gives you a draft. Then you say, actually make the buttons more playful. You're vibing with the machine. But Theo warns that this can lead to a sameness in design and function because the AI is trained on existing patterns. So, how do we stay original when the tool we use is built on averages?
That's huge, Sarah. The risk of average is very real. If everyone uses the same vibes, every website starts to look like a generic SaaS template. Theo suggests that the winners will be those who can push the AI to do something unconventional. It's about prompt engineering meets creative direction. You have to have a taste level that exceeds the average. Taste is the new technical skill.
I love that. Taste is the new technical skill. That's going to be a quote people remember. It means that the liberal arts, design thinking, and psychology are becoming more relevant to software development than ever before. If I understand human behavior better than you do, I can vibe code a better user experience, even if we're using the exact same AI tool.
Exactly. And building on that, Theo also touches on the speed of execution. In the past, if a competitor saw your new feature, it might take them 3 months to copy it. Now, they can vibe code a clone of your feature by Monday morning. This means first mover advantage is shrinking. You have to be constantly innovating and staying 2 steps ahead of the commodity curve.
It's a treadmill, a very fast AI-powered treadmill. So, for our listeners who are founders or marketers, what's the actionable takeaway here? If they're looking at Theo's insights and feeling a bit overwhelmed by how fast things are moving, where should they focus their energy right now?
Great question. First, I'd say embrace the tools. Don't fight vibe coding. If you aren't using Cursor or Replit to speed up your prototyping, you're already behind. Second, double down on your distribution mode. Whether that's an email list, a strong LinkedIn presence, or a unique SEO strategy, you need a way to reach people that isn't easily copied by an AI.
For sure. And I'd add a third one. Focus on solving hard problems that require deep domain expertise. AI is great at the vibes of common software, but it struggles with complex niche industry workflows that aren't well documented online. If you have deep knowledge of, say, specialized medical logistics, your vibe will be much more valuable than someone building another generic task manager.
That's a brilliant addition. Theo's article really serves as a wake-up call. The golden age of building is here, but the golden age of easy wins is officially over. We have to work harder to be different. We have to be better storytellers. We have to be better at connecting with our audience on a human level, because the human part is the one thing the AI can't fully replicate yet.
Absolutely. It's almost ironic, isn't it? The more we use artificial intelligence to build, the more human intelligence and human connection become the ultimate competitive advantages. I think Theo's perspective is a call to action for all of us to level up our creativity and our strategic thinking.
No doubt, it's a brave new world, and while it might be more competitive, it's also incredibly exciting. The barriers are down. Anyone with a great idea and a strong vibe can change the world. We just have to remember that the building is just the beginning of the journey, not the finish line.
Exactly. It's about the marathon, not just the sprint to launch. I think we've covered some really essential ground here today, Mike. From the definition of vibe coding to the shift in competitive moats and the importance of taste and distribution.
We certainly have. It's clear that the landscape is shifting under our feet, but with insights from leaders like Theo, we can navigate it. To wrap things up, use the AI to build fast, but use your humanity to win big. Focus on your distribution, refine your taste, and never stop experimenting with these new tools.
Well said. This has been such an energizing conversation. I'm going to go play around with some vibe coding myself this afternoon and see what I can come up with. While keeping my marketing hat firmly on, of course.
That's the spirit. And for everyone listening, make sure you check out the full article on the Growth Rocks blog to get even deeper into Theo's analysis. There is so much more to explore there regarding the future of growth in Gen AI.
Definitely a must-read for anyone in the space. Thanks for having me, Mike.
Thanks for joining me, Sarah, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in. That's a wrap for today's episode. Until next time, keep experimenting, keep optimizing, and keep growing.